Are they just gonna disperse? What? Holy shit! Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Frame1 back with another reaction for you guys. And in today's video, we're checking out Kerbal Scuffed Program 2. Jeb is dead, and we killed him. By martincitopants, and I have been looking forward to this one ever since I watched part 1, because I found the first one to be super informative, you know? Martin made it really funny, and I learned a little bit as well, and it made me excited for Kerbal Space Program 2 that's going to be coming out. I don't know why, because I was dog at Kerbal Space Program 1 and I couldn't even get out of the facility, but that's besides the point. Let's just jump right into this, guys. I don't want to keep you. I'm also excited to see where we're going to progress to this time, because I think we got to the moon in part 1, right? So, let's see. Monkey.
Hello again.
Hey, Jeb.
Bill here.
Bill. Right, Jeb's
Today,
dead.
we're back in KSP, ready and willing to send our brave Kerbonauts off to almost certain death. Again.
Okay.
In this episode of our space catastrophe journey, we're taking another step towards the stars and going to the other planets in our own solar system.
Alright, let's go, Mark.
In case you forgot, our glorious, patriotic, and ethically dubious space program.
What the fuck is that? This reminds me of that stupid meme of the dude who has like 30 cigarettes bound together by an elastic band and he's got them all lit at once.
An ethically dubious space program.
What in the hell is that?
Reach another star system.
That's science points, baby.
Exoplanet, plant a flag, and return.
Nice.
Great sacrifices have been made in this pursuit,
Jeb.
and a great many more will surely come.
Rip.
So what happened in the last episode?
Valentina
Well, we
made
flew
it
our
to the
first mission.
moon, right?
Almost got to orbit. Actually got to orbit.
We did.
Told Kevin off for being a terrible student.
Hate Kevin.
Yeah, you heard me. Went on a boring trip around the moon, and then did a solid moon landing. Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and Jeb died. Rest in peace. It's okay though, because we have a replacement pilot.
Yep.
Valentina Kermit. Like the video if you think Valentina will live out a long and illustrious career in the Bean Space Program.
I mean, I don't think she's gonna live, but I'll like the video anyways.
To achieve our ambitious goals, we've loaded the game up with mods, creating a buggy, unstable, and feature-packed mess of a game. In this video,
Okay.
we're going to go and create some surface bases on the planets in our solar system.
I did this,
We'll
guys.
sprinkle a
Trust
couple
me.
on Duna and Eve, maybe some around the local gas giant Jool, and finally, one on
Okay.
the furthest out planet, Elu.
Wait, so you could actually build out your science bases and facilities on the other planets once you land there? That's pretty cool. I never really watched any gameplay of this game. I'm not sure to the extent in which you could actually expand your space facility and your bases. That's pretty cool, though, if you could actually colonize these planets.
So what have we done since the last video? Well, a few things, all within the Kerbin system.
Okay.
We sent Valentina to Kerbin's other moon, Minmus. We've been
Oh,
to the moon
okay.
a couple more times. And
Why?
we also
I guess just for science points?
maybe could have possibly
We killed her?
killed all the remaining Kerbals. That didn't take long. Valentina
What?
died in a tragic time acceleration accident while trying to get back into her capsule on the moon.
Oh my god!
Bob also died in a tragic time acceleration accident while trying to land on the moon.
Oh my god! How many Kerbals do we have total, though? Is the question. You said he killed them all, so then what?
Fuck! And Bill
we have to
died
restart?
after taking this terrible affront to God for a high-speed test drive.
What is that?
Oh. So no more Jeb, Val, Bob, or Bill.
The team's gone.
Rest in peace.
Holy
Instead,
shit!
we have recruited Urk and Elza Kerman.
Look at these
They've
dudes.
so far flown a few missions each and not died in the process.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Anyway,
was actually gonna say
let
these guys
us
are definitely gonna die in this video.
Continue.
All right, here we go. I'm really enjoying this, guys.
Ah yes, the sweet sound of incredibly loud birds. We're starting our interplanet.
I'm not really into the traditional sciences, or I never was growing up, especially like in high school. Never really gravitated toward, see what I did there? Never really gravitated towards biology or chemistry, but physics for some reason always like kind of stuck out to me, and I always enjoyed it. I was never great at it, but it was the only of the 3 traditional sciences that I actually enjoyed in high school, and it's the only one that I took beyond the mandatory courses that I had to take.
Planetary exploration with the easiest planet to visit.
It's the best of
Duna,
both worlds.
Which is a Kerbal equivalent of Mars.
Gaming and
Our
physics.
first mission will place an unmanned probe in orbit.
Okay.
This probe will map out the surface and establish a site for future missions to land and perhaps even colonize.
Interesting. That's crazy, man. There's so much detail in this game. And I never saw any of it.
For this mission, we have created the most powerful rocket ever built.
That kind of looks like the,
Its name,
The Burj
Jool
Khalifa
Biome.
in
There's two
Dubai.
big solid boosters, a powerful core stage, and a very efficient upper stage.
Nice.
Now let's get this lad into orbit.
Here we go. I don't know why it looks so silly to me with the big dick head. Okay. Apoapsis. Apopsis? How do you pronounce that? Wait, what?
Very nice. We're left
Okay.
with precisely 6,262 meters per second of delta V.
Right.
Oi, sir, what's delta V?
That Kevin?
Speed. Quite simple.
Yep.
It's how fast you're moving. For
Right.
example, 4 meters per second. Or, for my American viewers, 2.77 Barrett M82 A1s per second. Velocity. It represents speed,
Okay, that was good.
but with direction.
Where
Cool.
is Martin from, by the way? I'm not very good with accents, but I'm just gonna guess Australian, or maybe he's from New Zealand.
Meters per second, to the right. In physics, and in maths, the capital delta from the Greek alphabet refers to a change in something.
Correct.
So,
I knew
delta
this.
V would be a change
In
velocity.
velocity. Yep.
For example, we're traveling forwards in a straight line at 100 meters per second. If we point our craft forward, how fast would you expect we go after burning all of our fuel?
200.
Well, since we have a...
Oh.
Kevin,
Uh-oh.
be quiet. Well, since we have 150 meters per second of
Is that
delta
a
V,
monkey on
we
the
expect to be going
rocket?
around 250 meters per second. And sure enough, we do. If we face backwards and do the same experiment, we go 50 meters per second in the opposite direction.
Right.
Nice. So why is this useful? Well, it basically measures how far our craft can go. Remember, our craft is being pulled by gravity.
Mm-hmm.
In order to escape its influence, we need to go fast. In order to go fast,
We need
to change our
to
velocity,
achieve escape
and thus,
velocity.
we need delta V. People have made these nice looking maps that give a rough estimate of how much you need to go anywhere in the solar system.
Jeez, man.
As we can see, to get to Duna, we need to escape Kerbal's gravity and then extend our orbit to intersect Duna's.
I think I asked in the last video how many people actually played this game without any use of guides, and I feel like almost nobody, right? Like, I guess I wouldn't really consider this a guide. These are more like guidelines and sort of like a cheat sheet to just inform you of what you need, but it doesn't actually teach you to build the rockets, so...
According to the map, this will take us around 1,000 meters per second.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go to Duna.
Here we go. That looks cool. Is that in the game? Wow. No Man's Sky could never. Somebody mentioned that the music in the last game was from like Plants vs. Zombies or something. This is not, right? Surely this song isn't.
To get our desired trajectory, we carefully plot out a course to a nice low orbit that is highly inclined. However,
Okay.
on the way there, I do this.
Oh! Wait.
What happened here is my incredibly fat, sausage-like fingers mashed the time accelerate button and shot me straight past Duna.
Oh my god.
Are you nice. Not to worry though, we packed way more fuel than necessary and can literally
So
just
where
turn
did we-
around and chuck her in reverse.
Okay.
To prevent shooting past again, we point backwards at the closest approach and slow down until we get a nice circular orbit.
Nice.
And there we have it. We're in orbit and mapping the surface of our first planet. On to...
Man.
I'm just going to tell you right now, Launch 2 was a complete disaster.
Just like
For
the
Launch
first
2,
video.
we built another powerhouse
What
of a
is
rocket.
that?
Pog Frog 1, with one simple goal. Footprints and a flag on Duna.
Oh my
The rocket
god.
was going to place this section here in orbit of Duna. This lander would then separate and fly itself down to the surface where we do
Okay.
whatever it is we wanted to do.
Right.
Whether that be running temperature scans,
How could you get it
planting
back
important
to your
flags,
base then?
observing the goo, or dropping the Kerbal repeatedly on his head. After doing
Dead.
this important science, we'd hop in the lander
Looks like
and
something
fly
from
back
Star
in orbit
Wars.
to meet up with the transfer stage. Fairly
Oh!
simple, right? Yeah. You'd think.
Wait, that's so cool.
Anyway,
So something's
Let's
still
launch.
orbiting around the planet, and you're going back up and going to reconnect with it? Well, that was the objective. Assuming something goes wrong along the way, of course. Is he
It was
controlling
here in low
where it's
Kerbal orbit
aiming?
that I realized my first mistake.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was fairly inconsequential. Instead of a scientist, the game had placed an engineer into the rocket, meaning we had to launch a quick ship to swap out the Kerbals. After this, we transferred to Duna. In orbit, we separated.
Wait, so we want a scientist flying the rocket, not an engineer? I'm confused. Somebody is going to need to explain why that's important.
The lander, hopped inside, and lowered our orbit into the atmosphere.
There he is again. Okay. So far, so good. What could possibly go wrong, right? It's definitely when he's going to try to reconnect to the other part of the rocket.
Urk hopped out and planted our first interplanetary flag.
Nice.
He named
Let's go.
this incredible site.
I love the way he plants
Monkey
the
Planet,
flag.
now claimed, and inscribed the plaque with. Truly, an event to behold.
Wow.
It was at this point that I ended the stream. It was
Okay.
quite successful. Nothing exploded. No Kerbals died.
Wait, what?
Generally, good stream. If only the next went as smoothly. The next stream began when
Didn't even make it back home.
We just landed and collected some sweet, sweet science.
Okay.
Now, in KSP, you can quite easily rack up huge amounts of science by visiting different biomes. And this is what I plan to do first thing this stream. Lucky for us, there was a different biome quite close to our landing site. So I decided to go and visit. And then,
very cool.
This happened.
Oh my god, that's not what I thought was going to happen. Well,
fuck. No way to get back into orbit. No way to meet up
poor
at the transfer
guy.
stage. And no way to get back home. Poor Urk was stranded.
Irk.
So, we immediately got to work on
the rescue mission. I knew it! I don't know why I got some getting so hype watching this video.
Frog 1.5. Thank you. Thank you. All we had to do was remove the science experiments,
That's good.
most of the transfer stage, add an antenna, and we were ready for launch.
Wow.
So, we launched.
Okay.
However,
what's gonna go wrong
on
here?
the way up to orbit, this happened.
Engine failure or something? Oh.
Yes.
Something decoupled that we didn't want it to decouple.
Supposed to be.
Oh no.
Despite this minor readjustment, we pressed on with the upper stage and made it into orbit.
Okay.
We opened up the solar panels and sent an alarm for Duna's transfer window, which was going to be in around 150 days, meaning Urk had to entertain himself on Duna's surface for over half a year. Poor Urk.
What the hell?
Set time acceleration to 1 million times and quickly got to the transfer window. Oi! Just wondering what a transfer window is?
I know what that is. I think. Let me guess. It is the small window in which... Wait, I don't think I know what a transfer window is in this case. It would have made sense if Urk was able to actually get back into his pod and then meet up with the rocket in outer space as it's orbiting, and then the transfer window would be whenever the rocket that's orbiting the planet is in a region right above where Urk would be on the planet. But since he can't get up to that said rocket, I'm not sure what the transfer window is in this case.
Nah, that's it. I've had enough.
Oh my goodness. You gonna beat his ass. No. You gotta go, Kevin. Yo, he's gonna throw him out the door. Oh my god. It's like that scene in Tales from the Borderlands.
But bad things can happen when you swim against fate. Sometimes men find themselves standing in the way of other men's destiny.
You may be wondering what a transfer window is. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Today, we're learning some more basic orbital mechanics. So, here I am, in orbit, at 75 kilometers in altitude.
Okay.
Only just above Kerbal's atmosphere.
Right.
Here is Jim. Say hi, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
He's orbiting at 150 kilometers in altitude. Which one do you expect orbits Kerbin faster? If you said Jim, you're wrong. And you should feel bad.
I don't remember what the first one number. Oh, okay.
But why?
Martino.
Well, firstly, if you cast your mind back to circle geometry, this circumference is smaller than this one.
Correct.
So it has less overall distance to travel. On top of this, my craft is experiencing stronger gravity because it's closer to Kerbin.
Okay.
Stronger gravity means we need more force in the opposite direction to cancel it out, which means we need to go faster. Hence, our speed is higher, and our distance is shorter, making each orbit much faster than Jim's.
Right.
This demonstration also applies to planets. Kerbin is closer to the Sun than Duna, and thus orbits faster.
Yep.
Sometimes they're close together, sometimes they're far apart. Now we would like to travel between them. Lucky for us, there's a time when they line up just right and a craft can travel between them very easily with relatively low
wait,
fuel.
is this the transfer? No, this is not the transfer window. Oh, it is the transfer window.
Of course, is
wow, I was completely off base with that transfer window guess that I threw out there. Interesting. I don't know. In my mind, I was thinking of something like the space station, where like it orbits around Earth. Or does it orbit around Earth? I don't know. I'm making myself seem stupider than I actually am.
You have to wait for it. Bringing us back to Pog Frog 1.5. Sitting in orbit of Kerbal, waiting for the optimal transfer window. And would you look at that? It looks like we're ready to go.
Okay. Here we go. What? I love the music choice, honestly. It's just so fitting. So Duna is the Mars of this solar system, then. I'm guessing. Just based on the color. Nothing else.
We have a slight problem. Our lander is quite low on fuel.
Uh-oh.
And our Kerbal is about 19 kilometers away.
Uh-oh.
Quite close to a half marathon distance. So, we better start waddling.
I was gonna say, just make him run it. Fuck it. He's been on this planet for 150 days anyways. 19K? He can make that in a day.
Oh, wow, would you look at that? The footage corrupted, and we're here.
Nice.
Amazing. We seem to be very low on fuel, but that should be okay.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Are we not gonna have enough to make it into orbit? Oh. Is it gonna start puttering? What is going on?
Oh, what the fuck? Hold on, let me fix that.
He's gonna go out there. Oh. Ah, I see.
Ah, there we go. A nice round orbit created by our large amounts of fuel and Delta V that we absolutely had on our rocket without question. No questions.
What?
Only problem here is we seem to have run out of fuel, and we need to meet up with the transfer stage in orbit. But we can't, because there's no fuel. So work is stranded again.
I was gonna say, so we need another rocket.
I think you know what this means.
Rescue mission part 2, baby.
This mission is even simpler than the last one.
What is Monkey doing on every single rocket?
On the surface of Duna, we don't need to include a lander. Instead, we can simply include a small orbital vehicle for Urk to use to reunite him with the transfer stage.
Okay.
Unfortunately for Urk, although this rocket is on the pad and ready to go, he'll still need to wait another 150 days
Oh
for the
my
transfer
god, he's
window
waiting a
and another
full
100
year then
for
at
the
this
transfer
point.
Itself.
Wait,
Urk
what?
Window and another 100 for the transfer itself.
Oh my god, because it has to get all the way around the planet. That's what that extra 100 is, I assume, right? The amount of times it takes to orbit that planet, maybe?
And we're here.
Wow.
Urk, however, doesn't have any fuel in his EVA pack, which means we need to move the rocket just right in order for him to grab onto the ladder.
Oh.
And there we go. We get in, meet up with the transfer stage, get inside, wait for the Duna to Kerbal transfer window, transfer back to Kerbal, ditch the engine and tank, re-enter Kerbal's atmosphere, open up the parachute, land, and recover the vessel.
I think it's really dope that you can control everything in this game, even down to the individual Kerbals. It looked like he was even controlling Urk from the, I don't know, what was it, the transfer vessel onto the escape rocket back home, which is really cool.
So finally, after several years in space, Urk is home.
Nice.
And unharmed. So we'll give him a
year and a
one-day break,
half.
and then send him back out.
Yep. He deserves the 1 day off.
So, after a long and tedious design... Okay, let me let him back in.
Oh my god.
Anyway, after a long design process, here is what the program has come up with.
I feel like Martin's editing is pretty similar to Internet Historians in the way that they edit JPEGs and 2D images to seem like they're actually moving and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. I like it.
Urk's tomb, to remind him of how long he's going to be staying there.
Okay.
This craft is a ground base. Its goal is to land on the surface of Duna and use this little module here, a science lab. In a science lab, you place important data collected from experiments and analyze it. It
Makes
takes
sense.
in one science as one data, and after analysis, gives you 5 science. So basically, science times 5.
That's pretty good.
Pretty pog if you ask me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now, Mr. Kevin. Oh, yeah? I'm going to issue you a challenge. If you can design the transfer craft and launch it for this base, I won't throw you into space ever again. Oh, and you have 4 seconds. Go. Okay, time's up. Oh, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Let's see what you got for us, Kevin.
What is that?
Oh my god.
It looks like a hand grenade from like World War II.
The optimized engines, the fuel ducts leading into the center.
He's still gonna be mad at Kevin though.
300 kilograms off
We all see it coming, right?
the slightly scuffed fairing.
It even has a watermark.
Okay, so
Looks like a silo or something.
Kevin, it's bad.
Yep, knew it.
Anyway, we're gonna use this vehicle to take us to Duna.
Jesus.
Oi! Why'd you throw me out? You're using me craft. Yeah, anyway. Let's get this guy up and into orbit.
The mass of that nose of the rocket is it's insane. Look at this thing. Oh. Alright, that was pretty cool.
Alright. I think you know the drill by now.
Yep. Larger V, larger delta V. Get away from the planet. So we're going back to Duna, he said, right? What's the objective here? Just to, oh, it's the science. This is the science pod mission, trying to accrue science points, working towards that warp drive, if I'm not mistaken. Nice.
For the final time, Urk has touched down on Duna.
Okay.
Unfortunately for him, he will never leave again.
Oh my
He
god.
plants a flag and inscribes the plaque with, "Uh-oh."
What's wrong?
Poor Urk. He goes and runs.
I was gonna say, it's the final time he touches down on Duna, not because this is the last mission to Duna, but it's because he's gonna die here, right?
all the experiments available on the craft. This would ordinarily create a pretty big bounty of science for us.
Okay.
But with this science lab, we can turn it into a huge amount of science,
Right.
given some time.
Do we actually need to make it back to our home base to receive these science points that we're gaining out on these missions? Or does the system work in a way where once you actually receive those science points from this pod, it's tied to your base or whatever? You don't actually have to make it back home. I feel like it's probably the latter.
And after a year and a half of sitting inside a cramped room collecting data,
Yep.
Urk has generated over 8,000 science for
Wow.
the program to use. Urk has made great sacrifices for our space
Well, since he's
program,
not leaving, I
and
guess
for that, we are thankful.
it's the latter.
Thank you, Urk.
Nice.
Godspeed.
Why aren't we sending him home, though?
Oh, wait, what the hell? Where'd he go?
What?
Kevin?
Uh-oh. What is that? What is a spaceship?
Hey, Kevin, what are you doing? Oh, fuck.
Holy
Where'd you
shit.
get that from? Kevin, get back. Kevin, what the fuck? Where'd you get that? Kevin. I'm doing my own thing. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Kevin!
What is that thing?
Where'd he go? What the hell?
He achieved warp drive technology.
He'll come back, right?
I think he's gone. Sorry about that. Did something pop up
Well,
on my other monitor?
Anyway, where were we? Ah, that's right. With our huge bounty of science, we can research new and exciting technologies.
Nice.
Better heat shields, more efficient engines, and special nuclear reactors are all available to us now. Pretty
Oh,
good. I think this means we should start building.
we can get to
So,
we can achieve
It's time to do
further.
it. Some probes, a landing, and a base. Now let's move closer to
Sorry.
the sun, to the purple boy, Eve.
Whoa,
biggest
what the
bastard
hell
in
is
the
this
solar
thing?
system. What are we going to do there? The exact same thing as with Duna, but with a single...
It looks like a gaseous planet. It doesn't even look like it's solid.
And a base. No lander this time around, because leaving Eve is reserved for people that have gained access to their entire nervous system. So why is Eve a total bitch to leave?
Right.
3 things. Its very dense atmosphere,
Okay.
general girthiness, and high gravity.
Yeah,
At
makes
sea level,
sense.
The atmosphere is so
Larger the planet, the higher the gravity, right? Just based on the mass, or is that not how that works? Pretty sure the larger the mass of a planet, the higher the gravity is in general, but there's probably other variables as well that contribute or affect how high the gravity is as well.
so dense that some engines simply don't work at all.
Wow.
The other reason is that to orbit Eve, you need to be going at around 3,000 meters per second, which is pretty quick.
Uh-oh.
So
Why
no
are we
need
doing
for
this
us.
one already?
Or at least our Kerbals. On this one-way trip to the purple hellscape, we have
A
recruited
mushroom.
our boy, our hero,
Obson.
Obson Kerman. He'll be seated in the craft science lab for the remainder
But
of
he's
his
a
life.
1-star.
Poor Obson.
Anyway,
Anyway,
life.
You know the drill? Let's get to Eve.
Wait, so did he say because it's so difficult to actually leave the planet, we're just gonna say fuck it and not do it? We're just gonna stay there? Eve just looks like a gas giant, dude. I like the purple though.
Now that we're in orbit, we lower it into the atmosphere.
Okay.
Time accelerate ahead, burn up and explode.
Wow. What? And that's it. Holy shit!
Just kidding, I'm a
Obson!
professional, and this is definitely something I would never do.
Our heat shields weren't
What actually
powerful
happened was I
enough.
put the lowest point of the orbit around 50 kilometers up so the atmosphere can slow us down. Wow, would you look at that? It's getting hot.
Look at this mushroom
really hot.
shield, dude.
Must be all that friction, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that friction really generates a
Is
lot of
that the
on
heat
entry,
shield?
doesn't it, guys? Yeah. Friction! Definitely couldn't be any other mechanism other than friction.
Is it Kevin calling?
Hello? Yeah, who is it? Wait, what about the YouTube comments? Oh, it's not friction?
Oh shit.
No.
Did he get
No,
called
I
out
didn't
in
get it
part
wrong.
one?
So do you see, there's this guy in my class, and he's called Kevin.
Oh my
Hello
god.
again? It's me, Vsauce Derek. I'm here to talk to you about compression. No, not video compression. Air compression.
Okay.
Air compression is actually what causes the heating on re-entry.
Oh.
How? Well, first off, what is air made of?
Yeah, he hasn't done any butt hows in this video, huh?
Pretty simple. It's made of molecules. A whole lot of molecules.
Right.
Now, what is temperature? Also pretty simple. It's how much a given molecule or atom is
Vibing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's how
More
fast the
vibe
molecules
equals more
move,
kinetic
right?
energy, which equals higher temperature.
Right.
Fairly simple. So as you can imagine, if you squish a bunch of air molecules together, they're going to bump into each other quite a lot.
Yeah.
Bumping into each other equals more vibes, which equals higher temperature.
Correct.
Now, normally moving around in the air doesn't burn you to a crisp because the air molecules can get out of the way. However, say we're traveling at a modest 3 kilometers per second. The air molecules now don't have any time to get out of the way and are compressed
Oh,
into a
I see.
superheated plasma. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, no, pretty hot. Which is why we have this
Ah.
heat shield. Anyway, we don't burn up in the atmosphere, deploy the chutes, jettison the heat shield, deploy the legs, and touch down on the surface of Eve.
Nice.
Very good.
Yep.
Obson leaves the confines of the science lab for the
Wait,
last
so
time in
what
his life
happened? I guess he reset or something like that after the last try?
and plants a flag
That's pretty
reading,
funny.
Obson in the house.
I thought he was playing hard mode though, and you couldn't
Once-
reset.
Once he
Maybe
gets
he
back
changed?
inside, he begins working through the mountain of data, slowly turning it into sweet, sweet science.
Nice.
How much science? Well, after 3.5 years, he manages to acquire 25,000 science points.
Oh.
Well done, Obson. Good job.
So, I still don't understand why he leaves the Kerbals on those planets, though. Is it still accruing science points over time? He just said after 3 years, and that's when he stopped, like, focusing on it, and he moved on to something else? Or is he just not... Does he just not want to have to deal with the headache of getting them back to Earth or Kerbin or whatever the home base is?
Like the last
Oh
time,
my god.
we use the science to unlock more parts, and then we go out again.
Okay. Where are we going this time?
So, there we go. Eve conquered in one launch.
Nice.
Very good. Next up, the Jool system. Now there's a problem with going to Jool. It's very far away, which means our high-powered 4G antennas can't reach it to communicate with our crafts. Even if we upgraded to the skin-melting speeds of 5G, the signal would still be lost behind all the planets. The solution? A relay satellite network in orbit of Jool.
Oh, okay.
Like real 5G, our satellites are short range. So how do we solve this problem? More satellites.
Right.
Behold, the great and powerful Telstra Incorporated 5G tower dispenser.
Oh my
The most
god.
powerful rocket ever built.
Wait, that's sick.
16 satellites per layer.
What the fuck? I thought this was a meme. I didn't think he was actually going to launch this thing.
In a single launch. Very nice. 5G coverage? Here we come.
Are they all in that little pod on the top? What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really far.
To spread the satellites out nice and far, we place the craft into an orbit intersecting Jool's chunkiest moon, Tylo.
Okay.
Then we max out the reaction wheels, spin up the craft to a truly eye-watering speed, and...
Are they just gonna disperse? What? Holy shit! There's no way all of those satellites are going to survive, right? Like, some of those are going to crash into planets and just like random space debris. No?
And there we go.
It's like a fucking
We've rendered the map
disco.
completely unusable, but we've also placed probes absolutely everywhere. I see this as a complete win.
Oh my god.
Now I know I said I'd do an Elu base this episode, but I can't be asked.
Nope.
Once again,
Episode 3,
you'll have to
baby.
wait for episode 3.
Hey, that's fine.
I'll tell you when the next
Coming
one comes
soon.
out, but only if you subscribe.
Okay.
This is not optional.
Make sure you
Oh,
guys
also follow my
sub
Twitter to get
to Martin.
deep insights into the
I'm
human
sure all of
experience.
you already are, though.
This is also not optional.
Wait, what did he just say?
Yeah,
And what the hell is that? Joe by Dome.
Oh, and also follow my Twitter to get optional. And while you're at it, like the video. Come on now.
Yep.
Being real for a minute, I haven't really acknowledged that I have in fact grown a whole lot.
Wow.
Thank you all for 150,000.
Pretty sure in the last one he was at about
If
50.
you have a 1080p monitor, this is what
3x already.
150,000
That's
pixels look like.
insane.
Each pixel in this yellow square is one of you. Pog. Unless you aren't subscribed. Not Pog.
Oh my god.
Speaking of not Pog, I've ordered a bunch of new PC bits, but they're all out of
Nice.
stock. Hopefully once they all arrive, the videos can be 60 FPS at 1440p, which would be pretty cool.
Cool.
Anyway, boyos, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and adios.
How much later did this one come out after episode 1, I wonder? Oh. What's going on here at the end? Oh, that's Kevin's ship, isn't it? I love the side plot. Jesus, look at how fast this thing is going. Where's he going? Wait, he's got rocket turrets on this thing? Oh. I don't remember what Proxima Centauri was from the first video. I feel like I remember him mentioning it in the first video, but I don't think I remember what that actually is, though, exactly. But that was awesome. I wish there was more but why segments in this video, but I feel like he probably explained most of the basics already and the fundamentals required to understand what's going on, how to launch a rocket. So this one was more focused on the story of his base and the growth of his science program, which is cool. Thank you guys again for introducing me to Martin's content, because this is great. I can't wait for part 3, so please drop a sub if you guys want to see me react to that so you don't miss it. Drop a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. There's my thumb. And be sure to keep leaving those recommendations in the comments. If you guys want to see me react to new content creators, I got a list of them I'm trying to get through as soon as I can. If you guys want to see me react to content creators that I've already reacted to, let me know which videos you guys want me to watch. I'm gonna try to get through every single video that you guys recommend to me as soon as I can. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.